Hi, I'm Michael Kraft, and here's your daily warm-up from Coaching for Christians and the River Church. Hey, what's your testimony? Everybody wants to have a good testimony, right? But I've said this, you may have heard it as well, but did you know that every testimony starts with a four-letter word? That's right. Every testimony starts with a four-letter word, and I'm sure you can think of a lot of four-letter words. You hear them a lot, right? But the four-letter word that I'm talking about is T-E-S-T. Test. That's right. Every testimony starts with a test. That means that you're facing an obstacle, you're facing a situation, man, there's a circumstance that you're in, and you're tempted, you've got the temptation to either follow God's way and continue to walk in love, or you've got the opportunity to walk according to the flesh. And by that I simply mean that we allow our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, we allow them to govern our lives more than the Word of God. And so if you take a look at Jesus, when he was in the wilderness, he was tested. He was tempted. You know, when the devil said, man, you can turn this stone into bread. He says, man doesn't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. I'm telling you, that was a test. Jesus was hungry. It wouldn't have been a test if he wasn't, right? And, you know, you can go ahead and study the tests that are there. It's really amazing to see that as a result of the test, Jesus returned from the wilderness with a testimony. It says that he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, but it says he returned in the power. He returned in the power of the Spirit. Do you want to walk in power? That's the testimony that we have. But that testimony comes from walking through the test and being faithful to God, knowing that He's going to be faithful to His Word. And the bigger the test, the bigger the testimony. The smaller the test, the smaller the testimony. What kind of testimony do you want? Keep in mind what you're asking for. Ask big, because the world needs to see a huge testimony. That's your warm-up for today. I want to remind you that Coaching for Christians and these daily meditations are intended to help you establish your thoughts, your attitudes, and your actions for the day. So, now what are you going to do? You're facing a test, facing a trial, facing something. How are you going to respond? Do you know that you have a choice? You can choose to walk the old way, or you can choose the narrow path. You can choose the narrow way. You can choose the way of love. And as you do, man, you're going to experience for yourself the lifestyle of a confident, courageous, mature, overcoming representative of Jesus who has a huge, huge testimony. All right? Bring on the test. Let's build those testimonies. See you on Monday. Bye-bye. If these warm-ups have been a blessing to you, be sure to share them with your friends and subscribe to the Coaching for Christians channel. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.